Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are in Ken Wapnick's Journey Through the Text of A Course in Miracles, Volume 1, and we are on Chapter 6, The Lessons of Love. Picking up the reading in the ego's strategy, the mindless body. This is projection, anger, and attack. You are excluding yourself by the very judgment that you are different from the one on whom you project. The term different is crucial in A Course in Miracles, a theme that repeatedly appears in our symphony. The ego begins with the idea that we are different from God by virtue of having separated from Him. We then project the guilt that inevitably results from that belief and say to another, "You are guilty, and so you are different from me. Since I have given you my guilt, I am without it, guiltless and innocent. God will punish you instead of me." Since you have also judged against what you project, you continue to attack it because you continue to keep it separated. If we looked carefully, we would see that projection does not accomplish what it is supposed to, although our not looking within works beautifully for the ego. The guilt remains in the mind because thoughts do not disappear by our giving them away. Again, ideas leave not their source. In terms of love and guilt, giving and receiving are the same. We keep this hated self-image, what we have judged against, but now magically believe we have gotten rid of it by giving it to others, whom we keep separated through the projected guilt that is now seen in them. All the while, our guilt remains within, now protected by projection, the insane belief that our guilt can be in another. This is the meaning behind Jesus' words in the workbook. The unforgiving thought protects projection. Attack thoughts directed toward others, conceal the original attack thought against God, which engenders the guilt that continually festers in our minds, though we strive to keep it separate from us. We now read further of this hateful process that keeps the dynamic of projection out of awareness. By doing this unconsciously, you try to keep the fact that you attacked yourself out of awareness, and thus imagine you have made yourself safe. I am not a guilty creature of sin. You are. I magically hope to maintain the belief in my safety, guiltlessness, by believing the guilt is outside me. This is the reason our individual and collective worlds need to punish and blame others, seeing the evildoers outside and not in our minds. Yet projection will always hurt you. Projection will hurt us because its foundation is that we are children of guilt, not God. Separation, not atonement, being our guiding principle. We believe we have changed others and ourselves by making them guilty and us guiltless. Yet we have not changed the mind that originally believed guilt was real. The ego's much desired alternative to innocence, preventing ourselves from recognizing the pain our mistaken decision for the ego has brought us. It reinforces your belief in your own split mind, and its only purpose is to keep the separation going. It is solely a device of the ego to make you feel different from your brothers and separated from them. The ego justifies this on the grounds that it makes you seem better than they are, thus obscuring your equality with them still further. Projection and attack are inevitably related, because projection is always a means of justifying attack. Anger without projection is impossible. The idea of difference is central to the ego's thought system of separation and special relationships. And we will learn in subsequent chapters how forgiveness undoes this belief in differences. Projection leads us to perceive ourselves as better than others. You have sinned and I have not. Moreover, I forgive you for being a miserable sinner, called forgiveness to destroy in the Song of Prayer. All anger comes from projection. I project my guilt onto you, which means you are the guilty one, deserving of punishment. This projected attack is then justified by my anger. Look at what you did to me. And it is irrelevant whether you actually did something or not. The issue is simply the act of my accusing you of sin and wrongdoing, which justifies my anger. Truth, even within the dream, is irrelevant to the ego. I'm going to stop there today, and I will be on a trip for 4 days at the end of the week, and it's a camping trip, so I will be taking a break from reading this, but I will read it as soon as I am back. To anybody out there listening live, or not live, but the next day, it'll be delayed a few days at the end of the week, but I will be definitely back on Sunday. I'm leaving Thursday and I'll be back on Sunday, and I think I'm just going to take a break rather than trying to do it. I will bring my book if I have the opportunity or desire, but I'm going to be with a big group of people in the wilderness, and I don't even know if I can upload videos. It's not wilderness, it's it's Florida. There's not a lot of wilderness here. But anyway, I will bring my book, and if I have the opportunity and availability, I will definitely do it. But otherwise, please anticipate a break if you are listening to this as I'm recording it, rather than all at once. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.